it's amazing that again, like that's kind of what was your launching pad onto this path that you're on now. Do you ever think about what would have happened had you not gotten that opportunity? Like, where do you think you would have been? Like, do you even think you would have ended up on this path of becoming a content creator?
I don't know, to be honest. Like I said, I feel like if it was a very when opportunity meets preparation kind of situation. And I don't know what other opportunities would have come across my path in that time. I don't know if I would have been lucky enough to get like a hosting audition for G4 or something like that around that time. I generally at that time didn't really have the connections for something like that. So it was, that job was most certainly a launching pad, and it was most certainly a wonderful learning opportunity for me to learn about this other side, this digital content creation side. I probably just would have continued along the traditional entertainment path where, you get an agent, you hope your agent submits you for auditions, you go in your auditions, you do the best you possibly can and hope someone wants to give you a job. Now, I don't know which jobs may have happened for me after that and where those might have led me, but who knows? Maybe digital content, maybe not.
How closely did you get to work with Philip on just the projects that you were working on with SourceFed, and what were some of the things that you took away from working with him?
So we worked with Phil off and on throughout our time there. There were times when he was much more heavily invested in SourceFed and what SourceFed was doing and involved with SourceFed, and time where he wasn't at all, where he was just focused on the PDS and SourceFed ran itself. So yeah, I was there full time for 3 years. So I went through a bunch of different phases of how all the working dynamics and structure and what buildings we were in, and all of that changed quite drastically. But what I will say is when Phil felt that there was something that needed to be tweaked or fine-tuned with SourceFed, he would come in and kind of say, this is what needs to change. And we would all learn from that and try to incorporate that moving forward. And obviously YouTube has changed a lot since then too. And has changed a lot over even the course of the time that I was there. So just kind of learning to always adapt with it and kind of take a critical eye to your content and see what you could be doing better, or maybe what you're doing that's not working, is always super important. Phil also has a crazy work ethic. He was at the studio every morning at 6 a.m. So we had to be at the studio every morning at 6 a.m. And he held us to the same standards that he held himself to. So I think as far as, a lot of people feeling like that job, we put out 5 videos a day on SourceFed proper, 3 videos a day most days on Nerd, and then weekend content as well. So we were pumping out an astronomical amount of content at that time. And so, we all learned very fast what it is to be a workhorse in the industry. So
in terms of all of that, what did the system kind of look like in regards to generating that massive amount of content on a regular basis?
It changed a lot over the time. There was no one set structure or anything like that. It was always kind of adjusting to what the needs of the company were. And obviously when I first started on, it was just SourceFed. Nerd wasn't a thing then. And then when we expanded to have Nerd be a part of it, and then eventually Phil expanded it to include other channels as well and other business endeavors as well. But, that was all run from a much higher up the food chain than me level. Awesome. Especially once everything got acquired by Discovery, and then we were part of Discovery Digital Networks.
Hey there, thank you so much for watching this excerpt of the Videocraft show presented by Video Husky. If you're a content creator that struggles to organize scripture ideas for your videos, I've got a resource for you. You can get a copy of our free script template. Using it can help you structure your videos and save you hours of time from filming in the process. To get it, all you have to do is just scroll down on this video, find the link in the description, and subscribe to our email list. From there, it'll get delivered straight to your inbox right after you sign up. And by the way, if you're enjoying these videos, can you do us just a quick favor and hit the like button before you go? And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel too, to stay up to date with all the content that we're creating here on this channel. And finally, be sure to tune into the Videocraft Show presented by Video Husky on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever it is that you get your podcasts. We've got links in the description down below. If you want to watch or listen to the full episode, just tap the video right next to me over here, and that'll take you to the entire episode in which this excerpt is from. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.